We also have another guest of honor today on the dais, Honorable Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Qadri, in charge principal, NBT Thakur Law College, Nasik. On the dais, we also have the valuable presence of Advocate Iftikhar P. Inamdar, member, College Development Committee of AKK New Law Academy and Chief Coordinator of this Moot Court competition. We shall now commence the program with the recitation of the Tilawat-e-Quran to seek the blessings of the Almighty. I request Mr. Hanzala Javed to recite the Tilawat-e-Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين بالقسط شهداء لله ولو على أنفسكم أو الوالدين والأقربين إن يكن غنيا أو فقيرا فالله أولى بهما فلا تتبعوا الهوى أن تعدلوا وإن تلووا أو تعرضوا فإن الله كان بما تعملون خبيرا صدق الله العظيم. O believers, stand firm for justice as witnesses for Allah, even if it against yourselves, your parents or close relatives. Be they rich or poor, Allah is best to ensure their interest, so do not let your desires cause you to deviate from justice. If you distort the testimony or refuse to give it, then know that Allah is certainly all aware of what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hanzala. I now request our principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh, to deliver the welcome address for the valedictory program.
A warm welcome to one and all present here to Dr. P.A Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on the Rights of Minority Educational Institutions 2025, hosted by our college, that is Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society's AKK New Law Academy, Pune. For today's valedictory function, I am very glad and honored to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Justice Dr. Shalini Phansarkar Joshi, former Judge, Bombay High Court, Bombay, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, Maharashtra Medical Education and Research Center, and Vice President, Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Pune. I also heartily welcome our guest of honor, Advocate Dr. Shrikant Malegaonkar, Advocate and Consultant Malegaonkar and Associates, Pune, and Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Qadri, in charge principal, NB Thakur Law College, Nasik, and all the judges who have judged different rounds of this competition. And I also extend a warm welcome to all the participants present here and on the online platform to this competition through this program. We believe that true learning extends beyond the classroom, and certainly mooting exemplifies this philosophy. Certainly, moot court competition are to nurture future leaders of the legal profession, to inculcate skills such as research, learning writing, critical thinking, communication, and bridge the gap between theoretical and practical aspects of law. The Moot Court Society of our college, in collaboration with the prestigious law firms and the institutions such as Surana and Surana International Attorneys, Chennai, Chanakya National Law University, Patna, and Aligarh Muslim University, has been organizing national and international moot court competition for more than a decade. Through this competition, that is Dr. P.A Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on the rights of minority educational institutions, we aim to create awareness and shape the aspiring lawyers to understand and analyze the practical aspects and intricacies of the constitutional law, specifically the rights of minority educational institutions as enshrined in the Constitution of India. Through this competition, we take honor and pleasure to acknowledge Honorable Dr. P.A Inamdar Sir's profound contributions to the rights of minority educational institutions all over India. Due to his commendable efforts to promote and protect the rights of minority educational institutions as envisaged under the Indian Constitution. He is known as an iconic architect of the Indian minorities. In organizing this competition, we aspire to honor Honorable Dr. P.A Inamdar sir's legal journey by encouraging the law students to engage in an enriching legal discourse on the rights of minority educational institutions. The 3 days of the competition was indeed an enriching experience for all of us involved in the competition. This competition, that is Dr. P.A Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on the Rights of Minority Educational Institution 2025, commenced from 21st of March to 23rd of March, that is today. On 21st March, the event was inaugurated by Honorable Professor Dr. Indrajit Dubey, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, National Law University, Meghalaya, Honorable Professor Irfan Sheikh, sir, the Secretary of Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society. He has delivered the pattern address, and Honorable Professor Muzaffar Sheikh, Chairman, CDC AKK New Law Academy, presided over the inaugural function. 24 teams from all over the India have participated in this competition. The next 2 days, participants mooted in 4 moot court rounds, that is, the preliminary, quarterfinal, and the semi-final and final rounds. Various renowned advocates and academicians were the judges for these rounds. Today, we are here to conclude with the valedictory and prize distribution function. We thank SSC Online and Eastern Book Company to collaborate as a knowledge partner and Live Law as a media partner. I extend my deep sense of gratitude to Honorable Dr. P.A Inamdar, Honorable Chancellor of Dr. P.A Inamdar University, Pune, Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, Maharashtra Medical Education and Research Center, and Vice President, Maharashtra Cosmopolitan Education Society, Professor Irfan Sheikh, Secretary, MC Society, Pune, Professor Muzaffar Sheikh, Chairman, CDC, AKK New Law Academy, Pune, and Advocate Iftikhar P. Inamdar, sir, Member CDC, and the Chief Coordinator of this competition for their unwavering support and guidance in organizing this competition. My profound gratitude to our moot court coordinators and organizing committee comprising of our staff and the student volunteers for their umpteen efforts to organize this event. With these few words, I once again thank all the dignitaries for the valuable presence in today's valedictory program. To end this, lastly, I will sum up with few words. Someone has rightly pointed out that today is a milestone. It tells you how far you have come. Keep learning, keep trying, keep accomplishing, and keep venturing on through your journey. And that's the journey you have to achieve. So thank you, all the best.
Thank you, sir. We are highly privileged and honored to have with us Honorable Justice Dr. Shalini Phansalkar Joshi, former Judge, Bombay High Court, Mumbai. Allow me to introduce our chief guest, that is Honorable Justice Dr. Joshi, Madam. Dr. Justice Shalini Phansalkar Joshi is a former judge of Bombay High Court, having just retired with experience of more than 3 decades of working as judicial officer in various capacities, as a principal magistrate of Juvenile Justice Board, as a judge of family court, as a district and session judge for Special Court for Atrocities Against Women, and as the principal judge of City Civil and Sessions Court, Mumbai. She is the alumna of the prestigious ILS Law College, Pune. She has conducted several landmark cases like Kothewadi, multiple gang rape and dacoity in Ahmednagar district, Shakti Mill gang rape case in Mumbai, Harshad Mehta scam case, etc. She was a Registrar General of Bombay High Court and the officiating director of Maharashtra Judicial Academy, where she has trained all the judicial officers in the state of Maharashtra. She has done her master's and doctorate in laws from Pune University in the subject of child sexual abuse from socio-legal perspectives. She is a distinguished scholar, visiting judge in residence at Symbiosis Law School, Pune. She has been invited to contribute in various national and international conferences and to present papers on a range of contemporary and socially relevant subjects. Her areas of interest include juvenile justice, gender justice, human rights, and constitution. She has authored several articles in law journals and the book Decoding Child Sexual Abuse and POSCO Act. She has the distinction of being the British scholar in the subject of gender and law and having fellowship of Commonwealth Judicial Education Institute in Canada in judicial education. She is a member of 3 judges committee appointed by Honorable Supreme Court for relief and rehabilitation work of violence affected persons in Manipur. She is also co-chairing the committee appointed by the Bombay High Court for suggesting best practices and reforms for safety and security of school students. Presently, she is fully occupied in academic pursuits, arbitration, mediation, consultation, and training of judicial officers and other stakeholders in justice delivery system. With these few words, I welcome you, Madam, for this valedictory program. May I now request Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar to felicitate Honorable Justice Dr. Shalini Fansalkar Joshi with the traditional Puneri Pagadi, shawl, and bouquet as a token of our gratitude.
I think so. It is my honor. No, it is my honor.
I request Dr. Swati Shingte to introduce the president of today's program, Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, President, MME and RC, and Vice President, MC Society, Pune.
Thank you, Madam. Good afternoon to one and all. It is indeed a matter of pride and privilege for me to introduce such a strengthful lady who is one of the major pillars of this campus. She is admirable, insightful, innovative, determined, compassionate, and whatnot. She is great at adapting to different environments, having enormous emotional intelligence. She takes the responsibility and always fulfills it. She pushes equality. She observes respect seriously. Yes, I'm talking about none other than Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, Madam, President MMERC, Vice President MC Society Pune, and President of today's function. Honorable Madam has a keen interest in education, particularly in women's education. That's why, resigning the central government service, Madam joined her husband, Honorable Dr. P.A Inamdar, sir, for serving the society by establishing various educational institutions. Sheer strength of character, discipline, strength of mind, willingness to strive for education, enthusiastic nature defines Madam. Today, Madam is a successful educationist and active social worker and has hold very active participation in educational work. She has various responsibilities in different organizations. Mention the few. Member Advisory Committee, National Commission for Minority Educational Institution, New Delhi, Senate Member of University of Pune, Managing Trustee, Pune Women's Council, Member, Senate, Ramananda Tirtha University, Nanded. Not only this, Honorable Madam was the General Secretary for National Council of Women in India from 1999 to 2002 and represented India at Helsinki, Finland. In addition to it, recognizing her excellent service and contribution in the field of education, Government of Maharashtra has awarded her Savitribai Phule Award. Along with all this, Along with all this, Honorable Madam has commendable work for the rights of minorities. Madam has published 2 special handbooks for the challenges being faced by various minority educational institutes and schools. Moreover, Madam is very soon going to publish a special book, that is Margadarshik Pustika for the minority rights of professional colleges. Lastly, as it has been rightly said by Dolly Parton, that if your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader, and Madam has proved this. With these few words, let's welcome Madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. I request our Principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh, sir, to felicitate Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar with a bouquet as a token of our love and affection. May I now request our Vice Principal, Dr. Atul Zarkar, sir, to introduce our next guest of honor, Advocate Dr. Shrikant Malegaonkar, sir, Advocate and Consultant, Malegaonkar and Associates, Pune.
Respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, faculty members, and dear participants. It is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce our distinguished guest of honor for today's valedictory session, Honorable Advocate Dr. Shrikant Malegaonkar, sir. Sir is a highly accomplished legal luminary specializing in labor laws and industrial relations. As a practicing advocate at the Pune Labor and Industrial Court and the Bombay High Court, he has made significant contribution to the employment laws, criminal laws, and commercial litigations through his consultancy firm, Malegaonkar and Associates. His expertise is globally recognized, having delivered lectures on employment law at esteemed institutions such as the London School of Economics, the School of Oriental and African Studies, London, and the People Institute in Israel. Sir is associated with the leading multinational companies like Mercedes, Philips, General Motors, Coca-Cola, Amazon, and Oracle. Beyond advocacy, Sir has also made remarkable contribution as an author, as a visiting faculty member at ILS Law College, Pune, and the producer of television serials on labor laws. Additionally, Sir has held prestigious positions such as ex-president of the LLPA Pune and the ex-member of IR Core Committee at the Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Pune. With his vast experience, deep legal insights, and unwavering dedication to the legal profession, Sir is truly an inspiration for aspiring lawyers. We are privileged to have him with us today. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar to felicitate Advocate Shrikant Malegaonkar, sir, with a bouquet, shawl, and a Puneri Pagri as a token of our appreciation. Thank you, madam. May I now request Dr. Bharti Shelke to introduce our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Kadri, in charge principal, NBT Law College, Nasik.
Good afternoon to one and all. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce the guest of honor of today's function, Honorable Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Kadri sir, Professor of Law and in charge principal, NBT Thakur Law College, Nashik, Maharashtra, India. Sir is a member of Association of Asian Constitutional Law Studies, Singapore, and Board of Studies Law, Sandeep University, Nashik. He has 25 years experience of teaching at UG and PG level. He has obtained his PhD in a patent law from the Osmania University, Hyderabad, and has published multiple articles on IPR and other topics in internationally reputed journals. Some of his articles are also published in journals listed in Scopus and have earned a very good citation index. He has done minor research project of SPPU at principal investigation. He has participated in and presented the research paper at national and international conferences in India, abroad, mainly Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Hong Kong, etc. He has organized national and state level conferences. He has delivered more than 90 lectures as a resource person for many national reputed institutions including Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune, School of Law, Symbiosis, International University, Pune, Dr. B.A. Marathwada University, Aurangabad, SRT Marathwada University, Nanded, and also for HRDC Academic Staff College in India. With these few words, let's welcome Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Kadri, sir. Thank you.
May I now request Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar to felicitate Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Kadri with a traditional Puneri Pagri, shawl and a bouquet as a token of her gratitude. Thank you, madam. A person who has been very instrumental in organizing this moot court competitions, without whose guidance we could not go further. And that is none other than Advocate Iftikhar P. Inamdar, sir. And I now request our principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh, sir, to felicitate Advocate Iftikhar P. Inamdar, sir, the CDC chairman of our college and the chief coordinator of the moot court committee, to felicitate with a bouquet as a token of our appreciation. I now request Advocate Dr. Shrikant Malegaonkar, sir, to enlighten us with his words of wisdom. Sir, udhar se. Yes, it's okay from there. Okay, sir.
Honorable Chief Guest, Justice Consultant Madam, President of the Society, Mrs. Abida Inamdar, Guest of Honor, Dr. Harun Rashid Kadri, sir, dignitaries on the dais, professors, lecturers of this esteemed law college, and my dear friends. The time which is allotted to me is some 15 minutes, and I am going to talk with you. Moot court competition C is over. Students have participated. Somebody is going to be the winner. Somebody is not going to be the winner. But what is the importance of this moot court competition? As a lawyer practicing for some 30 odd years, there are some tips which I would like to give you as to how you have to face the legal profession and what is the importance of a moot court competition. Principal Dr. Salim Sheikh has been very generous to call me, And I asked him as to what should I talk with the students, and he said, just enlighten them as to what is the importance of a moot court competition, how is it helpful further. Indeed. I presume that the basic intention of all students to come to a law college is with a primary objective of becoming a lawyer. Of course, there are other avenues also. Somebody is going to enter into corporates and somebody is going to go into so many other fields. But the basic purpose is to enter into a law profession. And let me tell you, friends, that once upon a time, I dreamt not really to be a lawyer. I am a graduation in geology, a science graduate, and geology is full of stones. And sometimes things dawn upon you later. I already cleared my graduation, whatever those accolades were there, gold medal and this and that. But after that I understood that this is not a subject of my liking. So I drifted to law from geology. And then the real journey started. Being the first generation lawyer in my family, there was in those days nothing to look backward with pride and nothing to look forward with hope, which possibly could be the condition of many of the students who are sitting here. Then what am I to do? I said, basically, who is a lawyer? And to my surprise, nothing good was spoken about lawyers by anybody on earth. Shakespeare said, the first thing I'll do is kill all the lawyers. They will make black appear white and white appear black, depending on what they are paid for. I got a shock of my life when I read what Mark Twain wrote about lawyers, and Mark Twain said that these lawyers will do anything for money. They might even speak the truth. Am I to be a lawyer like this? But then you have to make a living also. So I decided to be a lawyer, and let me tell you, friends, the good news is, say somewhere in the 1980s, 80-84, I would say, when we had people like Sam Pitroda and Rajiv Gandhi came back to India, and there was a boom, and that was the IT boom. All typewriting institutes were converted into MSCIT. Everybody is into computing and this and that, and typewriters became a redundant commodity. And there were computer institutes everywhere, a mushrooming. Then came another boom, that is the MBA boom, Masters of Business Administration. And yes, every Tom, Dick and Harry wanted to be a master of business administration. So many institutes were open, colleges were open, this and that. But friends, the good news is, do you know which is the next boom? The next boom is going to be the law boom. And whatever humble companies Professor Zarkar introduced me, whatever companies I represent, in every company there is a law department, a legal department. And what these people want is basically India, so many multinationals, right from Coca-Cola to Mercedes and German companies and Italian companies and Piaggio and higher, and whatever I learned from them is that there is a legal department. And they want people in India to man the legal department. Money is huge. Money is not the problem. An Indian comes with a piece of paper called as a degree. And he wants him to believe that, yes, I am worth it. The test is very simple. If you are showing me a law degree, I expect you to know the law. That is all what they require. They are coming with lots of money. You can also be co-sharers in that wealth. When we talk in those terms, you have to think in those terms also. Yes, everybody has to make a living. And all of these companies, they have come. Problem is, once I asked a friend of mine, what is your perspective or the foreigner's perspective of Indians? He said, Indians are of two kinds, good Indians and bad Indians. And the problem with them is that they both look alike. From the face you cannot make out he's a good or a bad Indian. America, all these companies, a German, whatever is my working with German companies, you tell him, when is the work going to be ready? I tell him 30th of September. Till 29th of September, he'll not call you also. But on 30th September, work has to be ready. You have to live by your word. That is what is foreign management, foreign culture, foreign work culture, which sometimes Indians have yet to imbibe. And that is why that makes you a professional. And then, friends, students have participated in moot court competitions. What exactly is required? In whatever I told you, I am the first generation lawyer in those days. To be very frank with you, I never knew. If I enter into this profession, so many people gave me advice, some was good advice, some was bad, and then some was ugly advice also. That don't be here. And though that advice proved to be true, because in the first year of my law practice, I earned 400 rupees in 1 year, not 1 month. So this was all a reason for all the people to again pump me with wisdom. What are you doing? With whatever is your degree from London and this and that is of no avail. With this much of an income, nobody is even going to marry you. And they were right in their, whatever was their assessment. But then this is not how it works, let me tell you. Remember, friends, what it requires to be successful. This is what exactly you have to understand. To be successful in any walk of life, you require 2 skills. One is selling skills and one is people skills. What are selling skills? Have you ever thought? What is your teacher doing when he is teaching in the class? He is selling. Have you ever thought? What is a lawyer doing when he is explaining a case to a judge? What is he doing? He is selling. What is a politician doing when he is canvassing for votes? What is he doing? He is selling. What were you doing when you wore your best outfit, best shirt, best trouser, best shoes, and were standing at the bus stop waiting for your girlfriend? What were you doing? You were selling. So only 2 skills. First one is selling. Second is people skill. You may be the most intelligent person on earth, but if you don't know how to behave with people, it's better. You have come to a wrong place. It's better you go home. You should know how to talk to people. You should know how to behave with people. You should know how to make them feel. When you speak with a person, he should have that feeling. It is the transfer of this enthusiasm that, yes, he is my lawyer. If you are unable to transfer this enthusiasm and this feeling, then you have failed as a lawyer. Then how do I sell myself? I remember I never had an office. And what is to be done? So a friend of mine, he is not even matriculate, let me tell you. Anybody in India can be anybody's friend. That's a license everybody has. And somebody asked me, what's your office address? What should I tell him? I don't have an office only. So, all that things I started posing on my face. And my friend told me, I told you, he's non-matriculate. He said, you remember one thing. He doesn't know English also. He said, tum jidhar khade rahoge, wahi tumhara office hai. I looked at him. I said, yes, he is right. And let me tell you, your smile is your logo. Your personality, your business card, and the way you make people feel is what excels you and takes you further in profession. That's it. So what are we going to learn in college? We are going to read the civil manual and this thing and Maharashtra local acts, and this is okay. This is not going, everybody knows it. Something else makes you successful. Second is that nerve building should be there. What is nerve building? Today it so happened, just last week, my junior told me in such and such a company there is a strike. Had somebody given me this news on the first day of my practice, I would have collapsed in my chair. 2 crores of rupees, something the company is losing per day, and I am in charge. And next day it is 4 crores and then it is 6 crores. And I am responsible for that. And what am I to do? This, you have to have that nerve building to face all of these things. That doesn't come in a day. Rome is not built in a day. It comes day by day. But you should have that acumen to inculcate everything. And thus, you should have it. It comes with age. It comes with practice. But the endeavor should be that, yes, I will do this, I will do that. Today if somebody tells me, I said, okay, tell him, I'll call you in the afternoon, don't waste my time right now. It's that lightly you have to take it. Then let me tell you, friends, a story. What lawyers should know. Story is very, very simple. The story is that there is a lion. And the lion is hiding in the bush. You must have seen this sort of a scenario on National Geographic. And this lion sees a zebra. A zebra is coming. So the lion's mouth starts drooling. Yes, feast is coming, zebra is coming. So I'm going to attack the zebra and eat him. So the lion arranges himself. When the zebra is in range, the lion comes out of the bush. But while doing so, there is a hustle of the leaves. Because of that, the zebra also becomes alert. And the zebra sees, zebra is of the equus family, that is the horse family. So the zebra starts running. Lion is after him. Lion could hardly hold him. There are a few scratches of the zebra. But somehow the zebra manages and runs away. Now zebra is not there. So the lion comes and sits in the bush again. Bears a expression of a depression on his face. And the lion starts thinking. Now instead of the lion, let me ask you a question. If there is a human being or somebody who is going to be a lawyer from this college, how would he think? He would think, I am so unlucky. I didn't get a zebra today. मेरे तो नसीब में ही zebra नहीं लिखा. My stars are bad. Howsoever others are going to get good zebras, but I am never going to get a zebra only. I will die, but I will never get a zebra. And others have got good connections. I don't have a connect also. I don't have a godfather also. So what will I do? This is the way humans think. Lion does not think this way. Lion is the king of the jungle. What he does? He forgets that zebra, strategically aligns himself, waits for the next zebra, and then pounces on him and gets that other zebra. This is what you have to do. You have to be a lion. This mentality. Otherwise, people are here with defeated mentalities. You are already defeated. You don't require an opponent to defeat you. What are you going to do in courts? Next, moot court competition. I was listening to it very carefully. And I cannot forget Aristotle. I believe 5 minutes are there. I should not filibuster and use your time also. Aristotle said there are some ingredients in every argument. You should never forget that. All moot courters. Those who have participated, my congratulations are with them, but those who have not participated, no problem. It's still difficult to be a spectator and see as to what people are doing. But then you have to understand one thing. Once my junior asked me that I am also a lawyer, and then this lawyer, and they were fighting, then this happened, and the judge fired both of them. So I just looked at him. I said, when is your next argument? He never argues. I said, don't think this way. For lawyers, see, safety is not important. For ships are safe in the harbor, but that is not what ships are meant for. A lawyer who doesn't argue is the safest creature on earth. He'll sit in his office and yes, judge fired him and judge fired him. When is your turn? And then you should bear the brunt also. Ships are safe in the harbor, but that is not what ships are meant for. You have to go and then you have to argue. You have to face the music. You have to have that firing. You have to, that nerve building should be there. That doesn't come in a day. And Aristotle, I remember, Aristotle said in every argument, all the mooters should understand this, that in every argument there is an ethos. What is an ethos? Why should people listen to you? They should take you as an authority. Why should the judge listen to you? What ultimately the judge will be after you, and you have to be a master at the art of persuasion. Madam or Dr. Kadri, they asked the participants so many questions. How do you answer? And sometimes some go in a panic mode. There only. He loses the argument next time. He forgets what is to be said further. No. What is success is going from one failure to another failure without the loss of enthusiasm. That should be there. Never lose heart. He is doing his duty, I will be doing my duty. So first thing is ethos, second is logos. What is logos? Aristotle said, in every argument there should be a logos also. Logos means what? Arranging facts, circumstances, everything in a proper fashion. That this is what is my data, this is what I am going to argue, this is what is relevant, this is what is needed. Then is what? Pathos. Pathos is not drama, but it should be voice modulation. You have to put something into that. Why should the judge listen to you? Remember, the judge is giving you his valuable time, and you have to give value to that. What ultimately is justice? You are all here to see that justice is done with your client. What is justice? The simplest answer was given by Mahatma Gandhi himself. He said, what is justice? Mahatma Gandhi said, making injustice visible is the work of a lawyer. This is what you are here for. He is your client, just make his injustice visible to the judge. This is what is happening. Then the questions, yes, this is what it is. Ethos, logos, pathos, then is brevity. Give relatable parallels. Brevity is the soul of wit. Don't filibuster the argument going on here. I mean, hours after hours, he is just arguing without coming to the point, beating about the bush. No. What do you want to say? Judge should understand it quickly. This is the point. Then is, lastly, is purpose. Why are you arguing this? What ultimately you want from this argument? So this is very, very important. And with all these things, you have to give it a time treatment also. Rome is not built in a day. It takes time, it takes effort, and then you have to be after it. All the while, your mind should create, you should create a mental psyche for yourself. Read what it is written, read journals, read, so many things are available. This is a very lucky generation today. In my days, you have to go all the way to the library to understand that somebody has already issued the book. Now everything is on your mobile. You just press a few buttons and everything is available. So who's going to make use of it? Students like you, in fact, let me tell you, the best time to start legal practice and law practice is today itself. There was never a better time in history than which it is today. And who is going to be successful? God has already blessed India with 160 crores of population. Do you think how many? I mean, so many laws, so many people, so many permutation combinations. I was just thinking, I had a fight with my wife before coming here. Every day there are many, but today there was only one. Yeah. So I had a fight with her. Then while coming in the car with Dr. Kothavde, I started thinking that I am not pulling on well with her. My thoughts were different, her thoughts were different. That's okay. Then I started thinking, yesterday I was thinking something else, today I am thinking in something else. I am not in conformity with myself. How can you expect me to be in conformity with somebody else? So no man is going to agree with anybody. So there are going to be disputes in India, and 160 crores, God is so kind. And only so a few lawyers. So you have to understand the market also. You have to understand how the winds are blowing also. And I told you there is going to be a law boom also. Law boom is for whom? Who is prepared. Always, I mean, one who is prepared would get it. Survival of the fittest is what Charles Darwin said. So friends, I mean, I can go on and on and on. But then maybe some other time I am writing a book which should be in the stalls in a couple of months. And the name of the book is You Too Can Be a Successful Lawyer. I mean, after that, it should be somewhere in the stalls in a couple of months. Maybe here and there you will come to know. If you have time, you can read it. These are some experiences. But then there are some constants. Constants are everybody should have sincerity and hard work and this is not what is explained in the book. They are constants. Without this, nobody. Even if you want to be a cobbler, you cannot be an excellent cobbler unless you are sincere and hardworking. These are constants. Apart from that, what is needed is my humble experience of, say, 33 years, which I have put forth in the book. So maybe you can read it. So friends, congratulations to the winning team. More congratulations to the team who's not won, because it takes courage. What makes a lawyer? It's courage which makes a lawyer. Courage means in order to do business, it requires courage. In order to fall in love also, it requires courage only. Think over it. Likewise, I don't have gratuity, I don't have ESI, I don't have any perks, I don't have a pension, nothing. And then just come out. First generation lawyer, I told you, nothing to look backward with pride and nothing to look forward with hope. But this adventurous mentality only makes you successful. It's a risk I have taken. I took it long back in life. And then others give you, see, look at him. Look at him, you see the risk value, you see the courage value, which I will tell you, there is no risk. One who is in a job will take a huge risk. I am a lawyer into all those faculties. But one who is in a profession, let me tell you, I am not undermining anybody who is in a job, because I was also in a job as a part-time lecturer at ILS Law College. But then, over the years, God is with you. You will become successful with that purpose and that grit which you have. Thank you, sir, for inviting me here. And congratulations to Law College also for having such a beautiful competition. It was lovely meeting all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for that eloquent speech and that spiritual touch which you have given, that God is with you. You will definitely success. Thank you very much, sir. I request our Honorable Professor Dr. Harun Rashid Kadri, sir, to address the gathering.
The chief guest for today's program, Honorable Justice Joshi ma'am, the president of this function, Honorable P.A Inamdar ma'am, the guest of honor, Srikant Malegaonkar sir, Advocate P.A Inamdar sir, the young and energetic management, our dynamic principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh, all young faculty members who are very energetic, my student friends. Indeed, it's a matter of great honor for me to be here as a guest of honor and to speak with you on this occasion. At the outset, I congratulate the institution for organizing such a wonderful competition, which gives an opportunity for the students to showcase their advocacy skills. As well, it also gives an opportunity to people like me, and just now we had a wonderful speech by our friend, Advocate Malegaonkar ji. After having his speech, it's really difficult for me to sustain such a humorous and wonderful speech I heard today. In his speech, he referred to a story of lion and zebra. One day, my student asked me, sir, what is the difference between an animal and human being? So I said, have you seen a donkey changing his status? What donkey was for 5,000 years back, even today the donkey is in same position. A dog was dog 5,000 years ago, the same position it is. So donkey is donkey, dog is dog, but what the human being was 5,000 years ago is not there today. He has changed a lot. So what is the difference between these two? Human being has a special faculty. That faculty is nothing but creativity. and creativity comes from research. So basic difference between the human being and the animal being is the faculty of creativity which comes from research. Now I asked him whether he want to continue with the research. He said, of course, otherwise what will happen? Those who are doing research will proceed like human beings. Those who are going back to, they are not doing the research, they will go back to their aboriginals. So the basic difference between these two, and of course, another student asked me the key of success. I said, key of success in short is only 2H and 2C, that is H2C2. So what is H2C2? H stands for honesty, H stands for hard work. Those who are honest with work, they will do hard work. Those who are honest with their own, those who are honest with their career, those who are honest with their duty, they will do more hard work. The hard work will lead to an experience, and experience will lead to confidence. Experience will lead to learning, and that learning will lead to creativity. The third C, the third alphabet is C, that is the creativity. But creativity is based on research again. And whatever you have done, the research or the creativity has to be communicated properly. These four alphabets will lead to success. That is my idea of success. Probably Advocate Malegaonkar will have some difference with this, all of you. Because he has given a lot of inputs to you in his speech. I appreciate his humor and his idea of speaking, giving a lot of examples. My friends, as I already appreciated the team for having organized such a wonderful competition, I also give a suggestion to principal that while competition, I also refer to the documents of the Supreme Advocate which are being submitted to the Supreme Court. When they are doing everything, they are arguing nicely, a lot of confidence, energy, knowledge, we can say that is always subject to improvement, can go. But if they comply with some documentary requirements of the court, like at least they should file a writ petition which is in the format of as per the Supreme Court rules, one affidavit in reply, and then only the issues will come. The questions for the court to determine, the questions of the points of determination, you can say, question before the court. So these basic documents which are already there in the syllabus as a drafting subject, so why not they are being asked to comply with those? Why we are like statement of jurisdiction, statement of facts, all this is not there, this is there in the clauses in the petition itself. And the issue of maintainability is at the initial stage, not at the time of final argument. So little changes will again further improve the competition. That is my suggestion. Right. With the participants, I appreciate the efforts taken by the team as well as the participants. So losing and winning is a different thing here. Those who participated these are the real winners here. They will be carrying some shidori with this competition, and that will be helpful to their career for whole life. Definitely, it might have raised their confidence. Definitely, they have learned many things. As Malegaonkar sir rightly said that, and even competition is to develop the advocacy skills, and as rightly said, making the injustice visible. The role of making injustice visible is being done by KK New Law Academy. I appreciate the efforts of the New Law Academy here. My friends, I commend the efforts of the teams also. The daring and the confidence they had today. It's very difficult to appear before the Lordship, particularly they can face our teachers' questions, but it's very difficult to face the questions of Lordship. And very meticulously she was asking the questions as if in the High Court itself. Our questions are theoretical, her questions are practical. So it is very difficult. As about near about 20 teams, 25 teams have participated. I say that winning and losing is different thing. What Nelson Mandela said, the real glory of living does not lie in never falling. The real glory of living does not lie in never falling, but it lies in rising after every fall. So, herein, those who could not secure prizes, definitely they will rise up again, they will participate further in the competitions and they will win one day. And I'm sure that it is going to help them a lot. I'm sure that they are going to be successful in their career. I'm sure that they are going to win maybe in the next year's competition. I wish all the participants all the best. I congratulate those who are winners. I also congratulate those who could not win but they are participants. I once again congratulate all the teams, student teams who have put their efforts for successful organization of this competition. I thank the organization for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to speak with you all. Thank one and all. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. You rightly said that honesty and hard work leads to experience, experience leads to learning, and learning leads to creativity. And you also rightly quoted Nelson Mandela, sir, that rising does not matter, falling does not matter, but after every fall, there should be a rising. Thank you very much, sir, for that eloquent speech. May I now request Honorable Mrs. P.A Inamdar, the President of today's function, to deliver the presidential address.
Okay. Sorry. That was...
Okay. I request our Chief Guest, Honorable Justice Dr. V. Shalini Phansalkar Joshi, to grace the podium and enlighten us through her Chief Guest address. No, please, from there itself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I could come over
Definitely.
here.
It's okay.
So, thank you very much, Madam P.A Inamdar, Advocate Malegaonkar, Professor Kadri, Principal Said, Salim Sheikh, and Irfan Sheikh, all the faculties and my dear students and participants. It is really my privilege, honor, and pleasure to be amongst you and to hear such brilliant arguments. After demitting the office, we rarely get a chance to hear these arguments. And so I enjoyed hearing and also asking the questions to the participants. My two eminent co-panelists who were judges, one is advocate, another is principal of law college. So naturally they are well versed in speaking, and both of them, they have enlightened us with the way they have presented their things. As a judge, I may not be a good speaker because we speak through judgments. So if you ask me to write the judgment, I would write it. But if you ask me to speak, I don't know. And after both of them, it is like, after Sachin Tendulkar, Dhoni, everyone has batted so well, scored the century, connected with you, then what more I can speak about this? But of course, I have to express my feelings of, joy and elation which I felt, by judging this competition. It was really, the problem was drafted very well. It was balancing. Yes, it matters a lot. Sometimes the problem is drafted in such a way that one party already scores because, all the plus points are in favor of that party. Even if that party doesn't argue well, even then the case is pre-decided. But here the problem was giving score points to both the teams. And therefore it was interesting to hear the arguments of both the sides. all the participants, at least when they have reached up to final, it means those who have participated in the earlier rounds also must be very good. They have exploited the points in their favor, argued very well, I must say, and three of us are unanimous on that point, that you have made all the efforts, even in rebuttal also, the answers were given on the spot to the questions put by the other side. So all the efforts were made, the research was made, the case laws was quoted in such a volume that I was wondering where the students appear, why they did not appear in my court or in the courts. Where do they go? Where do they disappear after the moot court? Every moot court competition I come across such brilliant and talented competitors. All of them do so well. They have command over the English, they have got communication skill, they have got all the manners in the world. Should we proceed, should we not proceed, then standing up, making the prayers in detail. But in practicality, where everything gets lost, because when it comes to the courts, the lawyers with whom we come across may be totally different. So we want all of them to come in the court and actually practice. And I will really exhort all of you to come into litigation practice. Because nowadays what is happening, all the law schools are producing only the, law officers. They go to MNCs, multi-corporations, companies, or they go to the law firms which are not connected with the litigation. But this traditional litigation, which gives you the real joy of working as an advocate, that you may not get necessarily when you go to the law firms. Here, as Advocate Malegaonkar has said to us, our practical skills come into play, and they are so important. Your own personality, your own oratory skill, the way interpersonal skills, how you deal with judge. When you are looking at judge, you should know what I am supposed to speak and what I am not supposed to speak. Where I should stop and where I should pursue or I should not pursue. So these interpersonal skills or the practice of study, research, all these skills, we should cultivate, and we can cultivate very well in the litigation practice. We say that the real test of the successful lawyer is the way he cross-examines the witness. That really brings out the truth. And there you get one admission and that turns the case totally. So these skills, this satisfaction, which when we practice in the traditional courts means civil, criminal, labor, industrial. Nowadays, we are going more to the law firms and other litigation like NCLT, arbitration, or these are also the litigating, but not the law firms as such, where you are only, or solicitor firms, where you are only drafting, pleadings, preparing arguments, but not actually arguing. You are engaging some senior counsel or other counsel to argue. That is also a skill, but a real skill and a real challenge which those who have participated in the moot court competition must have realized lies actually working in the court and arguing the matter or conducting the case from the stage of drafting and anticipating what defense will be taken by the other side, preparing our case laws and law since the day one and not at the stage of argument. And then when you get the result in your favor, which is sheerly on the basis of your hard work, your talent and merit, that satisfaction you will never get in any other field. That is what my experience shows. Even when we write good judgment, we feel that our judgment reflects the inputs given by you. So your preparation reflects in the judgment. So when our judgment becomes good, I always give credit to the arguing counsel or the advocates who have actually conducted the case, and then we have proceeded to write the judgment. It is said that out of 100 cases, 90 cases might have been, resolved on their intrinsic merit. What is intrinsic merit? The case itself is good or case itself is not good. But there are 10% cases which really turn on the basis of the skill of the advocate, how much hard work, how much efforts, how much sincerity he has put into you. Apart from this, what is also important, everyone has talked of some words, and some words or some alphabetics which matter to me are ethics and excellence. 2 E's. Ethics is of utmost importance when you are practicing, whether in litigation or in law firm or in any other field, and excellence. Our every attempt should be made to achieve the excellence. I am not saying perfection. No one can be perfect, but one can be excellent definitely. And that excellence we have to achieve, and it is possible with hard work, but without, sharp practices or without finding the shortcuts. But it should be only by ethical ways. There is another proverb which we always quote. We say that you may lose the case, but you should not lose the client. You may lose the client because the client may bring you some more cases also, so you should not lose the client. You shouldn't say that, no, we will go in appeal. This judge did not understand, this judge did not have the power to acquit, or this judge did not have the power to convict, and therefore he has done this. So that much you can, but you cannot lose the client, and you can lose the client also, but you cannot lose the court. Because every day you are going to appear before the same judge, before the same court. So you should not lose the court, and ultimately you may lose everything, but you should not lose your conscience. So that you have to remain truthful to what you want to achieve, what you want to do. And as a lawyer, as everyone has said, what we want to do is to do the justice. What is the justice? It is universal. Even if there is no definition as such, we immediately know what is justice and what is not justice. We can immediately feel the hurt of the person who has met with justice. And that is compassion. And again, the courage to do that justice, to ensure that our litigant, our client gets what he deserves. That is, again, we have to fight for it, that compassion should reach to you, that empathy should be there, and then only you will put all your efforts to ensure that the said litigant gets justice. So litigation, as we have all seen, has grown up really well, and law boom is already here. I mean, as he is saying, yes, rightly. Now there is no more IT, medical, no. Everyone wants to, legal field has become already very a coveted field. And there is always a place at the top. The lower portion or the ground may be crowded, but not the top. And if you want to go to the top, you are already having those skills. You have to acquire those skills. You have to make effort to ensure that, yes, if someone who was not in the field, and as he has given by his example, who has earned only rupees 400 in a year, but now where he is. So these examples are there for all of us to show, to see that, and to give us confidence that first generation lawyer can also succeed in this field. It is not necessary that you must have the legacy. It is not the word nepotism is not so applicable in the legal field. Everything depends upon your own skills, your own efforts. And today all of you have participated, have done well. The college has equally done well by organizing such a wonderful competition, and the subject chosen was also most relevant and most, concerned with everyone. We always say that winning, losing is okay, it is a part of the game. But if you ask me, I always feel that winner carries the all. So if winner carries the all, winning is equally important. And our effort should be always to win. If we do not win, then it is okay to say that, okay, winning, and otherwise also I have learned. But there is very marginal difference between the winner and the loser. Winner means first and second maybe. Second and third maybe. Marginal difference. Difference is so small. But to cover that distance, you have to make lots and lots of efforts, 100% efforts, and then only 1% that difference you can cover, that 1% difference. So everyone should have this killing spirit to ensure that in this competitive world, I will equally do well to achieve what I deserve. If I do not get, I will not feel depressed, and at that time I will definitely say that yes, by participating also I have learned a lot. But then when winner takes it all, we cannot minimize the efforts put by winner by saying that winning and losing is same. No, winner deserves more congratulations. Participants also deserve equal or more maybe more congratulations and efforts which he has told about the lion, or he has said about changing the conditions, changing ourselves. Whatever is required to be done, we have to do to ensure that next round I will win. And for that, we will have to make the efforts. So congratulations to everyone, best of luck to all, and I will really look forward these budding lawyers to come forward in the court, either to be a lawyer or to be a judge, but definitely use the knowledge, and especially so many, female students, women students are there in this equal. So this is a litigation, lawyering is really a good field for all of you to show your merits, to show your skills and courage. And you should also equally participate, and more women are entering into this profession. It is really a good sight. In judiciary also, in judicial academies where I go, I notice that more than 40 to 50% candidates or the recruits are women judges. So at the grassroots rate, at grassroots, the things are very good. I mean, conditions are being made conducive. Previously, it was only a male-dominated profession or male-only profession. But now the conditions are not so. The conditions are very good for women advocates to enter into the profession, to become judged, or to go into the law firm also. So put the knowledge which this college is giving to you, these competitions is giving to you, into the youths, and you will achieve the success. My best wishes to all of you, and my heartfelt thanks to all the organizers of this competition, all my colleague judges also for their excellent cooperation and excellent coordination. Thank you very much.
That sentence was very captivating, madam. Judges do speak by their judgments. Yes, and I think for all the aspiring lawyers over here and the participants who are present online, madam has given very good food for thought for all of them, that when you argue, your argumentative skills really makes a very good judgment for the judge. I hope you carry this with you all from this competition, whatever our chief guest has addressed to all of us. And I thank you, madam, for being here, present over here, accepting our invitation. And we are really very fortunate to have you as chief guest. And we really look forward to you for many, many moments with you, madam. Thank you very much. May I now request Honorable Mrs. Abida P. Inamdar, the president of today's function, to deliver presidential address.
The chief guest of today's function, Honorable Dr. Shalini Phansalkar Joshi, former judge of Bombay High Court. Then Advocate Malegaonkar, Advocate Principal Kadri, P.A Inamdar, Salim Sheikh, other teaching staff and non-teaching staff, and all talented students of this college and all the participants, those who have participated in this 3 days moot court competition. First of all, welcome to Pune, welcome to AK New Academy, and welcome to this moot court competition. Then I say congratulations to all the winners, those who are going to have these trophies, the cash prize, and other gifts which you are having. And I feel the best person or best team has won this competition. through this competition or moot court, you learn a lot, you make new friends, and you understand where you are and where to improve. So I think this is the way the competitive spirit is there, and also there is a lot of scope where you can do a lot of other things like research, reading, and other things, so that your case or your argument are much better. When this college was to be established, I went to ILS Law College, madam. I was not the student, but I studied the Constituent Assembly debates, and I realized those eminent personalities and their brilliant discussions for Constituent Assembly debate. And when the Constitution was drafted under the chairmanship of Dr. P.A Ambedkar, each and every word is very important, even the comma and full stop. That is very important, and that has played a very important role in India, which is a diverse country. We have a lot of diversity, but the Constitution has made and brought unity. And because of this unity, for last 74 years, we could progress a lot. So when I read that as a lay person, not a student of law, I found that there are 4 things. One is equality, justice, compassion, and humanity. These are the things in the Constitution. And everywhere, all acts, all rules, regulations, everything which is parallel or made as per Constitution, that delivers the justice. And I feel that students of law, you have a lot of responsibility to bring justice in the society. Whatever is happening, wherever it's happening, the injustice, you must immediately note it. And you should feel your first responsibility to bring it out, then help them, those who are needy and deserving, those who are illiterate, those who are coming from rural background, doesn't understand the law, but you should help them. Yes, money is required, but this if you do, I think your practice will increase and money will follow you. I also feel that nowadays the technology is there. You are young, talented, very techno-savvy, and you know the law so much, and there are so many, as Mr. Malegaonkar said, there are so many acts, rules. You can be expert in one act, maybe cooperative, maybe family law, maybe criminal law, or anything, any act, one act, and that you should be expert. So see to it that you become expert in that law, in that act, and you can practice. And there is a tremendous scope nowadays. As they said, the things are coming, अच्छे दिन आ रहे हैं, lawyers के, और अच्छे दिन आएंगे. I also feel that you are all, as a young and energetic and very enthusiastic students, you will be policy makers, you will be judges, you will be delivering judges. Not only that is, not, they say, justice delayed is justice denied, that is there. And nowadays, lot of judgments, those who are coming, when we read, they accept everything. But when the operative, this thing is come, the order comes, we feel where the justice is given. When the balance, आपके इसमें आपका sign क्या है, balance, है ना? So, as per crime, if it is a minor crime, minor punishment should be there. So that is not there, and that as a lay man or lay person, I feel that is not there. The judgment, the whole thing says that they accept somebody has done this crime. But there is no punishment or nothing. The operative judgment doesn't say anything. So I feel you should feel that if you can take any position, you will change the society, you will bring this positive attitude, you will also bring the confidence of a poor and layman in the law, so that rule of law is there. And if the rule of law is there, then we all can live together with peace and harmony, and we can progress. India, with such a high population, I think we can do the best. I always feel that you will be the next, whether you will be at district level, high court level, or Supreme Court or International Court, you will see to it that humanity that is there, and you can do service to humanity. तू शाहीन है परवाज़े काम तेरा, तेरे सामने आसमां और भी है, सितारों से आगे जहां और भी है, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी है. So you feel you have another, they say कि how you can do, परों को खोल ज़माना उड़ान देखता है, ज़मीन पे बैठ के क्या आसमां देखता है. तो unless you fly, unless you go in that field, unless you practice properly and feel where is the problem, I think you cannot do a thing. And I have all the confidence, all the participants, whether they are here physically or they are online, I feel they can do much better and they can bring Achhe Din to law field. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much, madam, for your all-time encouraging words. And whenever anybody meets madam, at least one thing we learn from madam, that is either something very spiritually or something very, very inspiring. Thank you very much, madam, for presiding over this function. Now we come to that segment of today's program, which is much awaited, that is the announcement of results and the prize distribution. To all our participants who are present online, they are awaiting that what will be their result, especially the various prizes that we have declared in the brochure. We are announcing them for those who are present on the online platform who could not be present over here. The prize will be announced and it will be delivered to them by some or the other way. And those who are present over here, we will be distributing them the prizes through our dignitaries. So I take this opportunity to announce the results of this Dr. P.A Inamdar National Moot Court Competition on the Rights of Minority Educational Institutions 2025. The winner of this competition is Marathwada Mitra Mandal Law College. I request our chief guest and all the dignitaries to please do the honors. How do we? Yeah. You can come on top. ठीक है, आ जाओ नीचे आ जाओ. I request all the dignitaries to please come down so that we can take a photograph with the winners. I request all the dignitaries to please come down here. Yeah, I'm announcing. Okay, the winners get a cash prize of 30,000 rupees. And all three participants, they get 1 year access to EBC learning worth rupees 14,500 each. The total value of rupees 43,500 along with e-certificate of excellence. The runner-up of this competition is present online, and the college, that is University Institute of Legal Studies, Chandigarh, they are present online. And they receive a cash prize of 20,000 rupees along with certificate of excellence. I request participants to please put on their videos. UILS Chandigarh. All all the participants to please put on their videos. The runner-up goes to UILS Chandigarh. A hearty congratulations to these participants, winner and runner-up. The first best speaker for this event is Nitin Purushottam of Tilak Maharashtra Vidyalaya, Pune. Receives a cash prize of 10,000 rupees. Is not able to present over here. Yeah, he's there. Okay. Yes, please come, sir. The second best speaker is Nidhi Naikwad, MIT WPU School of Law, Pune. Receives a cash prize of 5,000 rupees and e-certificate of excellence. Not present. Okay. Can we please see the team online? Okay. Your? Yeah, take it. Yeah. We have the next team that is for the first best memorial, that is Law College, Dehradun, Uttaranchal University. They get a cash prize of 10,000 rupees. They are present online. Law College, Dehradun, please switch on your camera. Please put on your videos. Law College, Dehradun. I think they are not there. Okay. For the second best memorial, that is National Law University of Advanced Legal Studies, Kochi. Receives a cash prize of 5,000 rupees and certificate of excellence and a trophy. Nuals, Kochi. I request the participants to switch on their camera. Okay. The best researcher, that is Sanjeet Paul. They are showing? Okay. Just a minute. Kochi. Nuals, Kochi. You receive a cash prize of 5,000 rupees. Yes, they are visible on the screen. Yes. The best researcher, Sanjeet Paul, SNBP Law College, Pune. And his team is also present over here to receive the prize. I request the team to please come forward. This is for the best researcher. Cash prize again. They get a cash prize of 10,000 rupees. Yeah. It's okay. E-certificate of merit shall be given to all the teams qualifying for the quarter-final round and semi-final rounds. E-certificate of participation shall be given to all the teams participating in the preliminary rounds, along with 1 month access to the SCC online web edition to all the participants, valued at rupees 1,099 each. This is announcement for all those who are present online. We go to the next segment of the prize distribution. That is for the judges who has judged the various rounds of our competition. We had various judges for the preliminary rounds, quarter-final rounds, semi-final rounds, and the final rounds. So some of the judges who are present over here, I request them to come forward. Advocate Sukant Kulkarni, who had just the semi-final round, is present. Sukant Kulkarni, not present. Okay. Dr. Pratap Salunke has already left, who had just the semi-final round. Advocate Pralhad Pranjpe, right. Okay, sir is also left. We had for the semi-final round also Advocate Jagdish Gorane also left. We have with us Dr. Sumer Sheikh, who had just the quarter-final rounds. नहीं है ना? We had a lot of challenges which we had faced this time for the online competition, and for the technical support we had contacted our IT department, and as a certificate of appreciation for technical support, I request Mr. Amin Sheikh to come forward to receive the award for Director IT Cell, Azam Campus Pune. I request, please come forward, because the next segment of awards goes to the student coordinators who are always with us throughout their UG level, helped us, and they were part of the Moot Court Society. Miss Iram Kachi. Mr. Shajir Ali. Miss Sada Khatun Sheikh. Mr. Altamash Kabir. A special round of applause goes to all our court masters who had helped us tirelessly for the last 2 days, and also they had helped us during the intra-moot court competitions. I call upon the Chief Court Master, Mr. Sherali Sheikh, to so sorry, Mr. Sherali Sheikh, the Chief Coordinator of the Court Masters. He had well coordinated with all the court masters to be present on time and to be in every courtroom. Mr. Sartaj Bhagwan. Mr. Sartaj Bhagwan. Miss Fiza Mujawar. Miss Suhana Poshilkar. Mr. Marki Mas Mohammad Elias. Ma'am. Mr. Habib Mullah. Ms. Afshan Khan. Ms. Afshan Khan. Mr. Sayyid Shahbaz Salim. Ms. Harvitkar Amreen Shahjan. Amreen. Mr. Saqib Agwan. Mr. Saqib Agwan. Mr. Naushad Furniture Wala. Mr. Mohsin Sheikh. Mr. Shifa Abdali Sayyed. Miss Shifa Abdali Sayyed. नहीं है नहीं है अच्छा ठीक है Mr. Farhan Sayyed. He is Farhan only. Mr. Gaurav Rangban Singh. Ms. Afroz Tamboli. Ms. Aksa Zafar Kazi. Thank you all the dignitaries on the dais for the honors. Yes. I request all to please be seated. Yes, please be seated. I request Dr. Manisha Agarwal to propose to vote of thanks.
Students, thank you, ma'am. Students, it is rightly stated by William's words. Students, the great philosopher William Swartz once said that feeling a gratitude and not expressing it's a likely wrapping a gifts and not giving it. Exactly. I feel honored and privileged to propose a vote of thanks on these prestigious occasions. On behalf of MC Society, AKK New Academy, I express my deep sense of gratitude and hearty thanks to Chief Guest of today's function, Honorable Justice Dr. Shalini Fansalkar Joshi Madam, former Judge, High Court, of Pompeii for being with us today and gracing the occasion and enlightening us with a valuable view on the right of minority education institutions. Ma'am, the institution is grateful to you for sparing your valuable time and being a chief guest on this occasion. Ma'am, my special thanks to President of today's function, Honorable Mrs. P.A Inamdar, Vice President, MC Society, who is known for her passion for education. I thank Madam for the encouragement, guidance, and providing a platform for such education development. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your continued support. My sincere thanks to the guest of honor of today's function, Honorable Advocate Dr. Shrikant Malekaukar, Advocate and Consultant, Malekaukar and Association, Pune. Sir, your knowledge has indeed made this event with more depth at its end. I convey my thanks to Professor Dr. Harunantri Kashi, in charge principal, NPT, Law College, Nasi, the guest of honor of today's function. Sir, your august presence has added more dimension to this event. Moreover, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Honorable Dr. P.A Inamdar, Sir, Chancellor, Dr. P.A Inamdar University, and President, MC Society. Honorable Sir, your able guidance always encouraged us. My special thanks goes to Advocate Iftikhar P. Inamdar, Member, College Development Committee, AKK New Law Academy, and Chief Coordinator of this program for his all-time support in organizing this event. My sincere thanks to our patron, Professor Infar Sheikh Sir, Secretary MC Society, Pune, Professor Muzaffar Sheikh Sir, Chairman, CDC, AKK New Law Academy, Mr. Sikandar Patel Sir, Member CDC, for their all-time support in organizing this event. I would like to express our profound gratitude to our principal, Dr. Salim Sheikh Sir, for all the possible support which eventually made this event success. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. It requires meticulous planning, execution, and eye for details. I am very much thankful to the coordinator of this event, Dr. Jacinta Pastin. I owe special gratitude to all the judges for taking their valuable time off and judging the various moot court rounds with these 2 days. Winning is not an everything, but participating and learning things, it's what a matter. I thank all dear participants across the India for their participation in this competition. My special thanks goes to the court officers and volunteers of AKK New Academy for their sincere efforts in organizing these events. I convey my thanks to knowledge partner SSC Online and EPC and legal media partner LiveLaw.in. I also thanks my all teachings and not teaching staff for their support in organizing this event. Last but not the least, I thank all the students for being patient hearing of these programs. Thank you very much.
We shall all stand for the national anthem.